You've got to be alive.
So I want to start this video off by just saying thank you to everyone who's been watching from the beginning. We're almost at the end of the game. This is Chapter 14, The Evil Within on AKUMU mode. And for those of you who don't know, if there's a video on my channel that I published about a month ago where I talk about that I was recently admitted to the hospital and I found out that I was diabetic, and it was kind of a shocker for me because I've always been a very healthy person, and it was a very scary time in my life. And, you know, like I said, it's been a month since then. I'm in great health. I'm doing fine. But I really, really have you guys to thank for that. And I don't, you know, I'm not just thanking you for watching the videos. I'm not thanking you for subscribing and leaving thumbs up. Don't get me wrong, those are great things, and I'm just super psyched to see the channel growing the way it has been. But, yeah, I mean, you guys watching, you have really given me a platform that I can fall back on, in the sense that I felt so nervous and scared when I came out of the hospital, and I just kind of turned to my channel, and I started working really hard on this content, and everyone's been incredibly supportive, incredibly into the content I've been making, and I just honestly can't tell you how thankful I am for that. But anyway, guys, that's something I'll probably make a video for later on. But yes, let's get into the gameplay. So we are back, The Evil Within on AKUMU, Chapter 14. There's going to be a guy in here. Just let him stand next to those two explosive bolts, pop them, and he'll get caught in the explosion. Now you can see there's a lot of explosive bolts in this room. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to shoot two pairs of them. So there's this pair on the left right here. You're going to want to shoot those so that you can get the explosive gel, and then you're going to want to shoot the two on the stall right here so that because there's some explosive gel in there as well. The other two that are in the corner, you don't need to do anything with those because there's no green gel right there. You can try to disarm them, but the problem is if you get too close, they'll go off, and so one of them will probably explode while you're disarming the other. But then, yeah, there's going to be a side room right here. Pick up the personal document, and that will create a portal back to the hospital. At this point, you've probably made all the upgrades you need to. The most important thing is your Magnum. So there's going to be a boss at the end of this chapter that you can make an absolute joke out of it if you have a fully upgraded Magnum. And when I say fully upgraded, I mostly mean the damage. It's good to have, you know, upgraded clip capacity and reload speed and ammo stock, but most importantly, you want to have full damage on that sucker. So you can see right here, I'm just going to start upgrading some more of my weapons, particularly the sniper rifle. Make sure you have at least a damage 4 multiplier on your sniper rifle. That's going to be a really important weapon in this level here. Chances are you probably already have that because the sniper rifle is just one of the best weapons you own. But if you don't have it, make sure you have it before moving on to the next section. I highly recommend it. But yeah, guys, we're getting close. We're getting close to the end of the walkthrough. This video here is about 30 minutes long, a little under, I think. The 15th level, the final level of the game, is about 43 minutes long, but that includes a lot of cutscenes. But yeah, chapters 14 and 15 are pretty easy, and we're almost there. Like I said, this is one of my favorite walkthroughs. I'm so proud of this walkthrough. I really hope it's been helping you people, or I don't know why I said that. I meant to say I really hope it's been helping you guys out, but for some reason I said people. Anyway, important right here, notice how I'm crouching. I can't believe I said that. Notice how I'm crouching. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for that doppelganger to turn around. You got to be careful here because there's actually an invisible enemy on the ground, so obviously you cannot see him at the moment. But if you burn him, he'll start screaming, and there's a good chance he'll alert the doppelganger to come to this room, and we don't want that yet. We want to be in complete control of the situation. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the doppelganger to turn around. This is one of the few moments where you can actually get a really good look at the doppelgangers without them seeing you. But anyway, if you creep up to these tiles right here, you'll get the prompt to drop a match, and you'll probably wonder why in the hell would I drop a match on nothing. Like I said, there's an invisible guy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a bottle, and what that's going to do is it's going to bring the doppelganger over to investigate. I'm going to drop a freeze bolt and then just melee him quick and easy. And that's actually, let's see, I think that's the second to last, no, that's the third to last doppelganger in the game, I believe. I think there's one other one in this chapter, and then there's one in chapter 14, or in chapter 15, excuse me. But I'm going to show you how to kill all of them. So, kill everything. At this point in the game, you're probably so frustrated with the Evil Within, you just want to kill everything. Now, there's going to be an enemy chained to the wall here. I think that if you get too close to him, he will break out, so I'm going to equip a harpoon bolt, shoot him in the face, and enjoy the blood splattering. Now, there's going to be a bomb on the wall here. Again, like I've been doing throughout the entire game, I cannot disarm those things. I'm just not good at it, so I'm going to shoot it. If you can disarm it, disarm it. You'll notice in this walkthrough, right now I have 35 parts, but there were times where I had very little parts, and that's because I did not disarm a lot of the traps, because I could never get the timing down. I always killed myself. So hopefully you fare better in that than I ever will. But here we go. This is the first kind of real combat section. You're going to rely heavily on your sniper rifle here, and this is why it's important to have a good damage multiplier upgrade on it. So first things first, that went right through his head. I call bullshit. But there's going to be a doppelganger, and there's going to be a couple other guys with weapons. So you're going to want to snipe them all from the back of this room here, because you're far enough away to they won't even see you. So you can see, even if they come outside to investigate, they're so far away that they're not going to see you. And there's 4 guys in total, I think, maybe 3. I think I just shot 3. Alright, so right here, there's going to be an invisible enemy. I'm going to burn him. There's going to be 2 more, and so you want to be very quiet here. So again, there's going to be one right here. They're always on the cement platforms that are floating in the water. And then finally, there's one right here. So there you go. That's all 3. No more burning, or no more invisible guys. Now there's these 2 traps here, and if you spring these traps, it will alert all of the other haunted in the area. So make sure you disarm that one, and then disarm this one as well. Now right here, these enemies are going to fall from their ropes, and they can come back to life. So you're just going to want to burn them immediately. Save yourself the trouble. And yeah, so you can see here's all the dead guys I dropped. I think there's one more that's in the subway, or in the subway train. I thought there was 4 in this area, but maybe I'm wrong. But the point is, you basically want to use your sniper rifle to kill all of them, make your life a lot easier. Now right here, it gets a little tricky. When you get to the end of this car, you're going to see another car in front of you, and you're going to see some explosive bolts glowing red in the distance. Now what you want to do is, there's a haunted in there, and you want to shoot him, but I was not fast enough, and he actually rushed me. So there's this haunted right here. He's kind of down there in the water. He's patrolling, and you can see for some reason he can't climb up here. So just dispose of him really easily, but you can see that he does have a crossbow in his hand, so you want to be careful. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop myself a couple free shots since he's having trouble getting in here. I think eventually he's able... Okay, so right there he shot a bolt. Yeah, usually this probably won't happen to you. I'm not entirely sure how he got down there so fast, because he should have been in the other subway car, and you can usually shoot him with your sniper rifle, but somehow he was expecting me. Maybe he's watching a walkthrough somewhere that was made for Haunted, telling them, hey, this is the best way to kill Sebastian on AKUMU mode. But somehow he knew I was there. Maybe he heard my sniper shots in the distance and was trying to get to me, but just couldn't get up that jump. Anyway, once you get into this car here, there's going to be a few more explosive bolts, so just be wary, either shoot them or disarm them. Again, you're noticing I'm speeding up the video just because there's not a whole lot going on here. It's pretty simple. There's just a lot of resources lying around. There's a few traps to disarm. But you're going to come to this car here. You're going to go to the end of the car, and you're going to interact with the prompt. So you can see here it's going to give you a prompt to look out over the city. And when you do that, you're going to immediately turn around, because there's going to be a haunted that opens this door and charges you. He just kicked the air. But yeah, so make sure you make quick work of him, and then you can go into the car that he came from. And when you do that, if you turn to the right and go to the back of the car, there's actually going to be a key that you're going to want to pick up. Super easy one to miss. And there you go. But yeah, so Chapter 14 is a really fun level, I think. There's this part later on where you get into this, like, nest, and it's very creepy. It is incredibly creepy. I'm not sure why I paused the game there. I think the cat was bothering me or something. But Chapter 14, so you can see right here, this is kind of the beginning. So you can see this, like, you know, gooey, whatever you want to call it, organic material. It's blocking our way. And so it's kind of like we're in the nest, and we're going to fight some, what is it? I can't remember. Alter Egos, I think, is their name. It's a certain type of villain or enemy. But there's going to be a lot of them in here, and you can actually get by without killing most of them. You could just run by them all. So there's going to be a trap right there. Disarm that, run inside, get some supplies. And yeah, like I said, you're going to be able to run past most of these guys. So you can see there's a guy on the ground, run past him. This guy, he's going to spring a little trap, run past him, then just keep running. Another guy here, run past him. No point in wasting ammo if you don't have to. So go ahead and just sneak past this guy, duck under the electrical, or the electricity, burn this guy, but I wasn't quick enough, so I just have to shoot him. But hopefully you can burn him. And then what's going to happen is if you turn around, the other alter ego in the area, you could see that he actually ran into the electricity and killed himself. So if the alter egos are chasing you here, you can actually lure them into the electricity and they'll automatically die, and you can just pick up all the green gel that they drop. So a pretty easy way if you want. You don't have to lure them in there. It's going to take a little extra time, but the option is there. Just make sure you don't pull the lever, because if you pull the lever, the electricity goes off, and then you're going to be stuck in a room with a ton of alter egos. So anyway, this lever you can pull, and it will allow you to get into this area here. I gotta tell you, I'm kind of sad. I always get, there's always a trend with my walkthroughs. When I start the walkthrough, I'm like super into it. I'm super excited because it's the beginning of a walkthrough. It's a fun time. It's like opening a new book on the channel. And then halfway through the walkthrough, I start to get a little tired. Not necessarily bored, but just tired. Like, it's a lot of talking that I do in these videos. So it gets a little repetitive. And then near the end of the walkthrough, I start to get a little sad, a little sentimental, because it's like, I'm finishing a book, I'm finishing the Evil Within, and who knows when I'm going to return to this game. It's a very sad but a very satisfying experience to finish a walkthrough, to know that you started something on a channel and you finished it. You saw it through and you finished it. So there's always a wide range of emotions I have when I make walkthroughs. And I'm guessing if you watched enough of them, you could notice those subtleties in my commentary. Like, if you just listen to the tone of my voice in the first video of a walkthrough versus like the 7th video, you could probably hear the change in my energy, and then probably near the end as well, you could spot some differences. Anyway, you'll get a checkpoint right there. So that's why you saw the cut in the video, because I did die, I think, once in this section. But you're gonna come to this area here, and like I said, I just really like the environment. It's very creepy. We're down in the sewers. There's all this gunk on the wall. There's alter egos lurking around. It's a creepy place. So be careful here. You can see there's a trap pretty well hidden. Very hard to see. That's actually how I died the first time, because if you spring that trap, all the alter egos are gonna start attacking you, and yeah, I just wasn't expecting that. Alright, so there is a key in this area that you might want to pick up. It's going to be through this hallway here. So you see there's an alter ego on being suspended, but he'll, so I am going to have to kill him to get to the key. And let's see if 3 does the trick. Is he dead? Nope, we got a fighter. Oh, yep, he's dead. Okay, I hate when they do those little extra movements at the end, and it's hard to tell if they're dead or not. But anyway, so take those stairs up, and you can burn this obstacle right here. And then if you just follow it, you'll come across a statue with another key in it. So you don't want to miss that. Of course, you're going to want to crouch past the bomb, unless, of course, you're good at disarming it. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm really happy to be finishing this walkthrough, only because it just feels like it feels like I actually accomplished something. There's games that I've played, like the Batman Arkham games. Those are not that hard, and it might just be because I'm really good at those games, but like, those aren't very hard. But this game here, there are certain games on my channel where I truly feel a sense of accomplishment for having beaten them on the hardest difficulty. I think probably the top 3 would be Gears of War 4, Resident Evil 7, and this. Those are my 3 most sad. Maybe Little Nightmares 2. Little Nightmares hard to the core. That was kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. But there's other games I've done, like the Uncharted games. They're hard, but I've just played Uncharted so many times that it's like a second nature to me. So even though I felt happy to beat them, I wasn't necessarily proud. Like, I didn't feel like I really did much because I'm just so seasoned with the Uncharted games. But with Evil Within, especially, I just feel like I truly accomplished something. I feel like there was this giant goal in front of me, and I gave it all I had, and I got through it. And you know, that's exactly what my hope is that this walkthrough allows you to do. I hope that you look at AKUMU mode and you say, oh my god, there's no way in hell I could get through this. And then you watch my walkthrough and you say, wow, I can get through this. So anyway, there's a trap right there. Very well hidden in the water. Make sure you disarm that. And what's going to happen is there's going to be an enemy in the next area. And I ended up, I think, wasting some ammo on him because I panicked. But if you just wait, he'll actually get killed by the boss of the level. So you see right here, he's going to get up. I'm really disappointed in this, but I panicked and I shot him. And I wasted a shot because he'll get killed automatically. So learn from my mistakes. Do not waste any ammo on that guy. But yeah, so there's a couple resources in this room, but nothing huge. So once you're ready to move on, just climb this ladder and continue on. I gotta say too, I'm really excited for Evil Within 2. So that's coming out in October. It actually comes out on Friday the 13th. I'll be getting that game the second it comes out, maybe earlier. I might send an email to the developers and see if I could get it early. I've never been able to get a game early, but that doesn't stop me from trying. Especially because I feel like the developers would be more susceptible to doing that, knowing that I've played the first game. So like if I sent them a link saying, hey, I beat the first game on AKUMU and I made a walkthrough for it, they might be a little more open to sending me the game early. So that's definitely something I'm going to try. But the point is, I'm really excited for it. I'll be doing a walkthrough as soon as I possibly can. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty hard, but I'm going to give it my all. Anyway, in this area here, there's going to be Haunted and 2 Trauma. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass all these guys. I'm going to run past them, and I'm going to run straight to the device at the end of the hallway. And now, before this Trauma even knows I was in the area, I'm going to run past these suckers. So I'm just going to bypass them all. And then run to this wheel here. I'm going to shoot a shock bolt right next to me so that I have enough time to turn this wheel. And then once you turn the wheel, that's pretty much all you need to do. So the good news is if you run fast enough here, you'll actually be able to run right past the Traumas and they won't even follow you. So you see here, they're not even near me, the Traumas right now. So since I had enough time to turn the wheel, I'm going to get down these stairs, run past that guy, and then just keep on running. And yeah, so that's a tough section that can be very easily avoided. Now right here, you're going to want to stop about right here, look up into this hole, and shoot this guy in the head. He killed me like 3 times because the first time I wasn't expecting it. The other 2 times I got too close to the hole in the ceiling and he still killed me anyway. So just make sure you shoot him from far enough away. The thing, I think if he grabs, so what'll happen, I should explain this. What will happen is he'll grab you if you get too close to him. And I think you can get away from him, but you have to shoot him a lot. So it's just worth, if he grabs you, you get a checkpoint right before that. So if he grabs you, just die on purpose because there's no point in wasting all that ammo. Like if you just shoot him once in the head before he grabs you, he'll go away. So definitely that's the smarter way to approach it. And so we are now there. We're at the boss fight. So that guy we just shot in the head, that's the boss. And it's actually a very, very tough boss if you don't go in with the right strategy. So what you want to do is you want to kill him with the Magnum. If your Magnum is fully upgraded like it should be, the boss is an absolute joke. I mean, it's laughable. You're going to crack up when you see how easily I kill this guy. And you can do the exact same thing with the right strategy. So all you're going to need is like a shock bolt or a freeze bolt and then some Magnum rounds. And notice how ever since I picked up the Magnum, I don't even think I've used it. I don't think I've used the Magnum once since I picked it up. And even if you've used it, there are times where you can find ammo. In fact, right there, I just got some ammo in one of the lockers. So, yeah, you should have plenty of enough ammo. What I will say, though, if you're in a position where you don't have that much ammo, it would be wiser to save the ammo for Chapter 15 and just kill the boss with like a sniper rifle and shotgun and grenades. It's possible. It's definitely easier to kill him with the Magnum, but if you don't have that much ammo, I think it's better to save the ammo for Chapter 15. But I'll leave that to your call. You're just going to have to judge how much ammo you have. I have enough because, like I said, I haven't used it the entire game, so that's why I'm not worried. But if you're not in that position, then like I said, it might be better to kill this guy with different weapons and then save the Magnum ammo for the next level. So anyway, you're going to come to this area here. You're going to see this circuit board. So in order to get here, you would have had to pick up these two pieces. So you're going to want to place those. You don't really have to pay attention to this right now. I did this too early. I don't even think I didn't even do it correctly right there. So you see that's why the generator turned off. But anyway, so turn the generator on, and that's going to trigger the boss. And so you can see the boss is camouflaged. So that's one of the abilities that the boss has. And so here we go. I'm going to show you how to kill this boss incredibly easily. I think it takes about 15 seconds. So you're going to have to be quick because you do not want him to turn invisible. If he turns invisible, it's going to be a lot harder. So quickly equip your crossbow, shoot him with a shock bolt, pull out the magnum, and then just unload on him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. So it took 5 magnum. That one I wasted. I didn't need to do that. So look at that. That literally took 7 seconds. So shoot him with a shock bolt, shoot him with the magnum 5 times, and that is literally the entire boss fight. Super, super simple to do. You can still see I still have 17 shots. What is that, 17? I'm kind of far away from my screen, so I can't tell if that's 17 total or 25 total because I can't tell if that's a 10 or 18. But the point is I have plenty of ammo left over, which I'm going to be using in Chapter 15 when we have to fight 2 keepers. Alright, so you saw a cut in the video there. What you're going to want to do, you're going to want to make sure you get the 3rd circuit piece. It's actually to the right, so I accidentally cut that footage out, but you'll be able to find it. It's in this room. It's just to the right of the circuit board. You're going to place them in that position, and then what's going to happen, so now that they are in the correct position, you're going to turn the generator on once more. And just to be safe, I'll show you exactly where that 3rd circuit board element is. I'm going to run right past it. But anyway, if you place those 3 things correctly, first off, this door here is going to open, and there's going to be a lot of goodies inside. There's going to be green gel and matches and shotgun shells and whatnot. And keep in mind, like I said, for that boss fight, if you didn't have enough magnum ammo, you can kill him with like grenades and shotgun and sniper rifle, but the magnum is what works best. Anyway, the 3rd circuit board element is going to be right here on this wall, so you can see the circuit to my left. And what you're going to want to do is crawl under the electric right there, and electricity, I mean. And then in this room here, there's going to be green gel, and there's also going to be a statue with a key inside. And there you go. So now we have we've gotten everything we need to get. Again, remember that 3rd circuit piece is right there. So right there on the wall, you can see the circuit board. That's where you get the 3rd element. You don't need it to get through the level. You only need it to unlock that room where the key is. So, and I think you also get an achievement if you unlock all 3 of those rooms. So that's good. But anyway, guys, that pretty much does it for Chapter 14. We're almost there. We only have one more chapter to go, but the level is going to end with some dramatics. So go ahead and take the elevator. And then you're basically just going to follow the path. There is one more key to pick up, so I'm going to make sure you don't miss that. So like I said, just follow the path. I don't think there's any items to pick up here. Never mind, there's green gel. I definitely know what I'm talking about. So right here, there's a statue right in front of this subway car. So make sure you grab that, and then you can continue on the path. And that'll do it, guys. That'll do it for Chapter 14. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I just want to thank you guys, not only for watching the videos and whatnot, but for just, I don't know, just for making my channel a fun thing to be running right now. The channel is growing every single day, and, you know, when I say growing, I think a lot of people's first instinct is, or a lot of people's first thought when I say the channel's growing is they think, oh, he's getting more subscribers, but I think what a lot of people don't understand is subscriber count. It's important, but it's not the most important thing. Because look at it this way. I have 1,300 subscribers. My videos, on average, do not get 1,300 views. In fact, they get usually on average less than 100 views. So the subscriber count doesn't necessarily matter. It's how many people are actually watching your content, and more importantly, how long are they watching. So if I post a 50-minute video, are people only watching for 5 minutes, or are they watching for longer? And that's what I mean when I say growth. So like, my videos on average have been getting more and more views. The view count or the view time has been longer. The amount of comments people leave, the discussions are getting better. And so I'm just really excited. It's a very fun time to be running this channel. Anyway, go ahead and proceed. There'll be a short cutscene, and then we'll wrap up Chapter 14.
You've published my research in your name again. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
And I have done you a favor. You have no credentials. You'd never appear in a reputable journal otherwise. Nobody in the world knows you even exist.
Oh, but they will know. I have surpassed you in every way you can imagine. No matter. I have what I need. All that's left is the procedure.
Indeed. That is why we are here.
We? You wouldn't dare. You couldn't complete it without me.
Precisely.
Alright, so the last thing here, we did something just like this in a previous chapter, but you're going to be in this room here with the brain, and what's going to happen is there's going to be 3 enemies that spawn, and you're going to have to rip the cords out of the back of their head. We're going to do the same exact thing. So I think when we last saw this, it was in Chapter 5. But you're going to do the same thing. You're going to back up, you're going to equip a shock bolt, you're going to let them get close to you, and then just pop that sucker. All 3 of them will fall. By now, your weapon should be upgraded enough to where you have enough time to do all 3, but if you don't, just whip out the shotgun and kill the 3rd guy with that. So, and that'll do it, guys. That'll trigger the end of Chapter 14 as soon as you finish off those 3 guys. So, as always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you get the chance. One thing I would like to ask is that if you're enjoying my videos, feel free to recommend my channel to like people you know, people that enjoy this type of stuff, because that's one way the channel can always grow. But anyway, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you in Chapter 15 when we finish off the AKUMU difficulty walkthrough.